Hello guys, Toby Bakri here, and today we're going to be discussing fitness, weight loss, and everything in between.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
You guys, personally, I think there's a difference when it comes to fitness and weight loss. A lot of people kind of mingle the two, but today we'll be deliberating and talking more on this. I try to educate you guys when it comes to fitness. It's not about size, it's not about lifestyle. Regardless of your job, regardless of anything you're doing, I think it's necessary to stay fit and stay healthy. That's a way to live long, make right choices as to health and just generally life decisions. So today guys, I have with me a very, very beautiful guest just to educate us. We met at an event. We were working together and I kind of heard her story and I thought, man, a lot of people need to hear you. A lot of people need to learn from you. And then I talked to her about coming on my set and then she agreed to. So guys, she's a mother of two. This is Bunmi George, CEO Shredder Gang. And her story is losing 55 kg in 14 months. I think that should be on the Guinness record if you ask me.
I don't know. Not sure. Maybe some people have lost weight in a short amount of time. I'm not sure.
So tell us about yourself.
So you mean how I lost weight or just in general?
Before we get to that, let's get to know
Okay,
you in general.
so my name is Bunmi George.
Okay.
I am a wife, a mom of two boys, and I own Shredder Gang.
Okay.
And that's basically who I am. I love all things fitness, all things love. I love people, and that's me in a nutshell. Yeah.
Okay, so the question I want to ask, because I saw some of those pictures, you guys can look at the screen for some of the pictures. Were you always chubby? Were you always on the big side?
No, actually, when I was in my childhood, I was actually really skinny.
Okay.
And then as I got into my adolescent years, so 12, 13, and my teenage years, I started to put on weight very, very rapidly.
Okay.
So yeah.
What do you think led to you putting on weight? Was it the hormones or was it just your general diet choices?
I think it was just my lifestyle, really.
Okay.
Because I love to cook and bake, and I still love to cook and bake till today.
Okay.
And so I think I just started learning how to cook and and bake at that point.
And you're eating everything.
Everything. So you could catch me frying yam at like 10 p.m. or baking at ungodly hours and eating it. Right,
Wow.
so it's kind of a thing that me and my dad kind of did together. So I'll cook for him. So we'll just fry me plantain, fry me yam, fry me fish, and then we'll end up eating the food together.
Oh, that's
and
nice.
I'll bake and I'll eat it. So that's how I started.
Was that here in Nigeria?
Yes, that was in Nigeria.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you were sharing with me earlier like you were out of the country for a decade.
Yes, so I transitioned. I left Nigeria when I was 15,
Okay.
and so I went to university.
Okay.
And yeah,
At the age of 15?
well, I left and then I started university at the age of 16.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's nice. And when did you come back into?
I came back to Nigeria 10 years after. So I was just about to be 25 when I moved to Nigeria.
How old are you now?
30.
You look young. Can you
I'm
guys
not
imagine?
younger than 30.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now to
That's good.
the weight loss story. I mean, for me personally, I've always been like on the skinny side,
Okay.
and then I had to bulk up with weights and whatnot, and I'm kind of staying safe. But you have a totally different story.
Mm-hmm.
What were you weighing before the weight loss journey?
In whooping 130 kilograms.
130.
130.
What?
Yes.
So what was at what point did you get to and you decided, you know what, I don't want to look like this anymore. I want to change my lifestyle and I want to trim down.
I mean, I think for me it was several years, to be very honest. I mean, I never liked being overweight. I mean, at this point I had now become obese, right? I had passed the threshold of being overweight. I was now obese. But I had times where I would lose weight and gain weight. So it was a battle for me that was going back and forth.
Oh, okay.
But I think when I was 18 years old, I was in university and I remember walking up to my registrar's office and not being able to climb those flights of stairs.
Wow.
And when I got to the top, I felt that my chest was like my heart was about to burst out of my chest, right? And I just thought to myself, like, girl, you can't keep living like this. Today is the day that you make a change in your life. And really, for me, that was the turning point.
Oh, that particular point.
That particular point is when I made the decision mentally to actually say there needs to be a shift in your mind. That was when it happened for me, and that was when I started my journey.
Okay, if you're going to be honest with me, what do you think were the downsides? How did you think being obese or on the very big side, how do you think it affected you as a person?
It affected everything about me, every single thing about me. So I had low self-esteem. because of the way people would relate with me. So people would relate with you when you're generally overweight or obese. People relate with you based on how you look. I mean, our society is just, I don't know, wired that way is what I would say. And so people would call me names. So from every type of tire. So Firestone, Dunlop,
Wow.
Michelin, like you can just walk on the street, people just say, "Oh, Robo." It's like, my goodness, you don't know anything about me. How are you judging me based on just how I look? So I had low self-esteem, I had self-hate. So I look at myself in the mirror, and I had a lot of stretch marks, and I still do. Like, I don't mind sharing and showing people. So my whole body, I have stretch marks all over my body. I used to look at myself in the mirror, and I think a big part of it for me was like, would I be attractive to a man?
Okay.
Would a man see me and actually love me?
Well, you're married with 2 kids now.
Girl. Oh boy. Yes. So that's why I dealt with low self-esteem, self-hate, and it affected everything about me, every single thing, every area.
Because I know there are quite a lot of people out there who genuinely, everybody's now living with the love your body, own it kind of, which is actually good. I love that. But do you really like your, a lot? I feel some of them are in denial. Do you get? So like, if you're really comfortable being chubby, like you're going to own it. The confidence will be there. But I feel some people are just like,
so people come for us for this thing we're talking about now. They'll say, I feel like if you ask me, maybe from my own perspective, and I don't want you to say, we don't say that.
Yeah, it's all your
from my own opinion, I feel like a lot of people actually are not happy in their skin, being overweight or obese. A lot of people, you find that if they want to be really honest with themselves, some nights they cry themselves to sleep.
Wow.
That's the truth. Because this is where I was coming from. I didn't necessarily say, I love myself and this is who I am, but I wasn't either here or there. But you won't talk to me and I'll tell you, I'm just so insecure, I don't just do like how I look. I'll probably be confident.
You still had your personality.
Everything.
You still owned it, but personally.
There are many nights I cried myself to sleep, and I was just like, I just want to be a normal person. I don't want to walk into a store and not find my size or want to wear something.
That was a problem.
Yes. I couldn't shop from the regular stores anymore. I have to be shopping from plus size stores, and then their clothes were not nice. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to walk into a regular store and just feel normal. I wanted to be like everybody else. So I was really just tired of just being treated differently.
So you wanted to be like everybody else, or you just wanted it for you?
I really, at that point, I wanted to be like everybody else. I just wanted to be normal.
Okay.
I didn't want to stand out in the crowd. I didn't want people to be in a room and people just single me as, that's it. Okay. I didn't want that.
Yeah. So now to the weight loss journey. A lot of people want to know, before we even get to the online questions, we have a lot of online hundreds. You have questions to answer, don't worry.
Okay.
But one particular question has been standing out. We'll get to that.
Okay.
Take us through the weight loss journey.
Okay, so at that after I got home that day, I remember going home and actually crying. And my mom came to me and she said, "What's the matter? What's wrong?" And I said, I'm just tired of this. I'm tired of how I look. I'm just tired of everything. And then she said, "Okay, why don't I go on this journey with you?"
Oh, your mom?
Yes.
So decided let's do this together.
Yes.
Wow.
So for me, that was really like, God bless her. Till today, I tell her all the time, like, but what's so funny is that she actually never did see me obese in her own mind, because sometimes she looks at the pictures now and she's like, "Were you ever this big?"
Now. Oh, now.
Yeah, she was like, "Were you ever this big?" I don't remember seeing you this way, but parents, they see through the eyes of love.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't really see sometimes reality.
What people see.
Yeah, I'm a child, and that's how she has known me.
Eats, Jerry.
So exactly.
Eat one life.
And so she went on a diet with me. So we went on Weight Watchers, and that's why I lost my first 15 kg. So that was the beginning of my journey, really. 15
kg how?
So basically, Weight Watchers program is a point system. So they give you various types of foods, maybe rice, beans, potatoes, sweet potatoes, pasta, and then they have
organic food.
So yes, so really anything, to be very honest. But they have points. So even cake, they'll have points. So according to your weight, there will be the point system. So if you were like maybe 100 kg, maybe your points for the day will be like 27, and maybe a piece of cake is 7.
Oh, so
you have
take
to
a piece of cake.
You have only 20 left.
My goodness!
It's like counting your calories, but they had their own system that they worked stuff out, right?
Wow.
So if you have like maybe you wanted to have pasta, they'll tell you 1 cup of pasta is 5 points. Then your pasta sauce is 3 points.
So
the
that's
eight
manager and you
points.
comes alive.
Exactly. So you now have to manage your own food and things like that. So that was how and then I now didn't want to eat cake because I didn't want to waste my points. Right. So I wanted to leave my, like, for the real stuff, like the real food, everything had points. Like even like a little snack, like a slice of bread had a point.
But were you being watched? Like, because this there was no gun to your head.
No. I was in control.
So it was personal discipline.
Yes, discipline 100%. I did it for, I think, 2 months and I lost 15 kg. But then I fell off. Because I started feeling, that's when because before that,
too early.
Before that, I actually hadn't taken pictures of myself. So really at my biggest, I don't have any pictures. And now I'm just like,
you should have.
I should have.
What's the story of that?
Yes, but I actually just started taking pictures after I had lost 15 kg.
Okay.
When I got down to 115. So all the pictures you see right now
are 115.
115. So I don't have any
You're
pictures
bigger
at
than
130.
that.
Yes. I actually don't have any pictures at 130. I wish I did. And then that was really how I went on that. So after I fell off, I just had to give myself a brain and listen. You've lost 15.
What made you fall off?
I think I was just getting comfortable with the fact that I was losing weight, and I started feeling
You thought it would be natural.
Yeah, like now I can wear some stuff that I couldn't wear before. I was just basically getting into my head, and that was how I fell off. And I think I was also just tired of eating the same things over and over again. But that's when I decided that this has to work, and I was tired of losing and gaining. So now it became more than just. Weight loss is very, very emotional, very, very mental. So now it became more than just weight loss for me. And that became like life lessons I was learning from this delayed gratification.
True.
Like that was a big
True.
Discipline. Taking control of your life by yourself.
Self.
There was nobody outside of me that was helping me to do this. It was me. I was in control of everything in terms of my weight loss. So I was learning a lot of stuff. And as I got older, I was like, I don't want to let myself down. It's one thing to let other people down. To let your own self down is
exactly.
Because
when the noise is down, you're
it's just
corner,
you and yourself.
And you can't lie to yourself. Know the truth.
Exactly. So I was ready. And that was how I started. And I'm a foodie. I love food till today.
Go girl.
I love food and I love my Nigerian food. I'm a Nigerian girl to the core. So I really wanted to eat my regular Nigerian food. So I started doing a lot of research, find out how I could make my foods without less oil, less salt, less sodium, just different things. And that was it for me. And then I started working out.
Okay. Because I was going to say you've talked a lot about diet and you've not really said much about exercise.
So I did both of them together. But I paid a lot of attention to what I put in my mouth. So I first started.
So you're trying to say diet is more important compared to?
No, me. I say some people say, diet 80%, exercise 20%. I say 100% diet, 100% exercise. That's my mantra.
Okay. That's a good one.
Yeah. So I started swimming. So when I was in university, we had this Olympic-sized swimming pool. Okay. I would swim 5 times. It would take me like maybe an hour at this point. And then that was what I used to do at first, because I was also self-conscious going into the gym. I didn't want people to look at me. Right? I was still dealing with self-esteem.
Yeah, there's all of that at the gym.
Yeah, because I didn't want to go, and I didn't
then
have.
You see some of these slim girls that have nothing to lose.
Exactly, and they're just oppressing you.
Yeah, it's all keeping fit. We love you guys still.
So I started swimming, and also I used to have lots of joint pains as well because I was really heavy. Okay. So in the water, I felt free. Right, there was no weight anywhere really. I was just swimming. So I started swimming, and then I got into doing different types of exercise, and I get bored very easily.
So you keep switching.
So I switch a lot. So I can go to the gym for 2 months, and after 2 months I was like, listen, I need to get a personal trainer now. So I get a personal trainer for 1 other month, and then maybe I'll take up something. Maybe I'll start, let me just jog. Then I'll find something that I'm doing somewhere, and I'll start doing it. So basically I just changed everything. Single thing about my lifestyle. Okay. And that was it.
Because when I even advise people, I usually say, personally, it's not all about exercising and diet. Sometimes there's decisions like taking you wake up in the morning, you get to the office, take the stairs instead of the elevator. As simple. Because a lot of people think, when they think weight loss, they think, you have to go to the gym, sweat it out day and night. And it's not really about that.
No, I love that you even said that, because for me, at one point, I lost about 15 kg from just walking. Let me tell you how. So I would stop. I used to take the train and the bus to school. Okay. So I would walk 10 minutes to the bus stop. I get on the bus and I get on the train. Then I would stop about 4 stops from my university. It would take me 30 minutes to walk to my class.
And you do it?
And I'll just do it. Come rain or shine or snow, I would do it. And I was living in Toronto at this point, so Canada is very cold.
Okay.
I would do it. I will stop and I will come down and I'll walk. It started taking me, it was 30 minutes, and then it started getting shorter because I was building, agility. And so, and then at some point, like I would just be like a breeze. Okay. So I'll walk 30 minutes there, and after my class, I'll walk 30 minutes back to that train station, and then I'll get on the bus and go home. So in a whole day, I was walking 10, that was 20 plus 60, about 80 minutes.
Like your watch job is going, that celebration thing.
Exactly. So like, that's how you didn't really have that.
At the time.
That was.
Okay. So when you were pregnant now.
Oh wow.
What was that about? Because I know there are a lot of pregnant people or people that kind of added weight due to pregnancy and they've not been able to go back to their glory days.
When I was pregnant, I'm going to be very candid.
Okay.
I was afraid. When I found out I was pregnant, because the whole you know how when you just get married.
Change.
No, when you just get married, you have your plans. Remember my husband was like, "You're going to wait 2 years, you're going to do this and that, the other." You are feeling cool. Like 3 months later,
down.
I was just like, I think
I'm pregnant.
In fact, I took a test. I was actually in denial. I took a test and I sent you a picture of the test. I'm like, oh,
nothing. This year, your handiwork.
See your work. But then I was really afraid.
Okay.
When I started to show, because I was sick the first 4 months, very sick, so I actually lost weight.
Okay.
But when I started to my belly started growing, I started getting very hungry, and I started getting afraid that I was afraid I would get back to where I was coming from. Like serious fear.
The trauma.
Serious fear. And I was telling God, I cannot go back to this. And I just had to plan my meals, exercise. I exercised all through my first pregnancy, and so with my bum, I'm telling you, up until I think I was about 8 months, and when I started getting a lot of pelvic pressure,
so you see,
I stopped.
You can work out.
You'll see me in the gym. Like people will be like, any suru, madam, she will not just go. It's okay. I'm pregnant. I'm not handicapped. Like really. So I went to the gym. I was not doing anything that was crazy, but don't forget that before that I was active. So
okay.
It's not that you're not pregnant.
Yeah,
you stayed
active.
I stayed active. That was it. And there are many things that I didn't do. Like you won't see me running on the treadmill.
Okay.
I didn't do that. I did a lot of aerobics. I did a lot of strength training. Because when I didn't do any yoga. Okay. Because when you're pregnant, you lose your muscle very fast.
Okay.
Like this. The fastest way to lose muscle. Pregnancy. I'm telling you. So for me, I was very, very interested in maintaining my muscle mass, and so I was lifting a lot of weights. So, but it was very, very hard. It was very hard. I won't lie. It's very, very emotional as well because, people just be like, I know a lot of people were looking at me when I was pregnant and after I had my baby.
But after the baby, did you?
Then comes the pressure to snap back. Let's see how to do it again.
Oh, so that was a challenge for you. Like I'm going to get back.
Yes, so for me, I really wanted to get back. Not because anybody was watching me, but because I love how I feel in my own size. Like I'm not a size 6, and I will never be. That's not my goal. I am a 10-12, and I'm comfortable in that.
That's what you want to be.
That's me. I'm a curvy Nigerian woman. I have curves. I have flesh. I'm not trying to be skinny. So that's not my goal. But I love how I feel in my own skin when I'm the size that I want to be. Okay. And so I wasn't doing it because I was trying to, make a point to anybody or I was afraid or anything. It's just how I felt about it. And so, but of course, the pressure would come because it's my job. Yeah. At this point, I already started doing this as a career.
Oh, okay.
And so everybody was like, "Oh, let's see." But there are people that are wishing that I will fail.
It's
right?
Photoshop. We know that.
And so. I did it the second time.
I'm super proud of you.
And the third time again with my second baby.
Second child.
And then my first child, I only gained 8 kg.
Oh, okay.
Which was mind blowing. Because I tracked everything. Even after I had my first baby, my mommy was like, "Hey, this family is too much." I'm like, "No, I'm not a banker. I'm not a."
My husband must not look elsewhere.
No. This is my job, so I need to get back. And after my second baby, I only gained 9 kg.
Okay, still the
same reach. For me, 10 kg was my for me to gain. and I'm happy that what's so funny is that I don't gain as much, but I really, really expand. So I'm very like wide. I gain a lot of inches, not a lot of weight.
Okay.
I know what's so funny. Most people, they might gain 20 kg and they don't even look it.
Okay.
Right? And then they'll give birth, and then 15 kg will just come after the baby. They will see that there's only 5 kg you have left to lose.
Okay,
for me,
that's true, because it's mental. Because now the baby is
taking
like,
a lot of weight, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I don't understand how my own body works. So after my baby comes out, nothing.
You're still the same.
I'm still the same. I'm still the same weight.
Nature doesn't favor.
I'm telling you, I really don't understand. I'm still trying to find out why I don't lose any weight until like maybe the first 6 weeks.
On the third baby, you analyze better.
Please.
All right, guys. We're going to close this video on this note. So, guys, watch out for the next video to see some of your questions being answered. A lot of you guys sent questions, and we're going to be answering one by one. So we'll try and take as much as we can. Just stay tuned, and hope you learned a lot from this. Fitness is really not the one-off thing. It's a lifestyle. Wake up every day, condition your body to it, condition your mind to it, and make it a lifestyle. Every day you're doing this, and trust me, you get that desired body, and your confidence is just going to be. I think that's what I like most about being fit. Like anywhere you enter, it's just like.
I'm telling you.
All right, guys. So we'll come back again and now take the questions. Let me get my phone.
Okay.